There's a certain kind of morning that quietly becomes normal as we get older. You wake up, you open your eyes, the sun's up, the birds are singing, maybe the coffee's brewing in the kitchen. But before you even leave the bed, something stops you. You swing your legs over the edge and just sit there. Not because you're groggy, not because you're lazy, but because your knees feel tight, like something inside them locked up overnight. Your legs are heavy, your joints are stiff, and you just need a moment to get ready for that first painful step. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Millions of people over 60, maybe even earlier, go through this exact moment every single day. It's frustrating, it's discouraging, and worst of all, it sneaks up slowly. One day, you're walking just fine. The next, you're holding onto the rail just to go down the stairs. But here's the part no one talks about. You don't have to accept it as your new normal. Because sometimes a powerful change doesn't come in a prescription bottle. It doesn't require surgery or complicated therapy. Sometimes, it starts with something much simpler. A piece of fruit. Yes, really. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly what it is, how to use it, and why science supports it as a natural tool for easing stiff joints, supporting stronger legs, and helping you walk with confidence again. What's really happening to your knees and legs? Now let's get something straight. That stiffness you feel in your knees and legs each morning, it's not just age. Sure, aging plays a role. But what's really going on is a breakdown inside your joints, a quiet, gradual decline that affects everyone unless we actively fight back. Here's what happens. As we get older, we start losing muscle mass, especially in the legs. It's called sarcopenia, and it starts as early as your 40s, accelerating every decade if left unaddressed. Less muscle means less support for your knees. Next, you lose collagen, the protein that cushions your joints and keeps them flexible. Collagen acts like shock absorbers in your knees, but as it declines, every step starts to feel a little more jarring. And then there's the joint fluid, the natural lubricant inside your knees. As this dries up over time, your joints become rough and creaky, like a door hinge that hasn't been oiled in years. On top of all this, inflammation. Low-grade chronic inflammation builds up in the body as we age. It's like a slow burning fire in your knees. You might not feel it all day, but in the morning, after hours of being still, it flares up. That's why those first few steps can feel so painful. And unfortunately, most people only get half the solution. Painkillers dull the symptoms, but do nothing to repair the damage. And while exercise is important, it's hard to move when everything already hurts. So what if we started from the inside, with something that helps cool inflammation, nourish the joints, and support muscle from the ground up? That's where today's unexpected remedy comes in. The surprising power of pineapple core. You've probably eaten pineapple before. Sweet, refreshing, perfect on a hot day. Maybe on a fruit tray, maybe with ham at dinner, or even blended into a smoothie. But did you know the part of the pineapple you usually throw away might be the most valuable? I'm talking about the core, the tough, fibrous center that's often tossed in the trash. That core contains bromelain, a natural enzyme with powerful anti-inflammatory properties. And this isn't folk medicine. This is backed by decades of research. In fact, a study published in Phytomedicine found that bromelain was as effective as certain over-the-counter arthritis medications, like NSAIDs, when it came to reducing knee pain and stiffness. But here's the kicker. Unlike those drugs, bromelain doesn't come with risks of stomach ulcers, high blood pressure, or long-term liver damage. It's gentle on the body and safe when used properly. Bromelain works by breaking down inflammatory compounds, improving blood flow, and supporting the healing of soft tissues. In other words, it doesn't just block pain, it helps your knees recover. Many people say they feel their knees unlock, their legs feel lighter, steps feel smoother, and movement becomes less of a chore. And it's all from something you'd normally throw in the trash. How to use it. Simple morning routine. Now, how do you actually use this in real life? It's easier than you think. Each morning, take a few slices of fresh raw pineapple, not the canned stuff, and include the core. Yes, it's a little tougher to chew, but that's where the good stuff lives. Cut it into smaller pieces if needed. Chew slowly. Sip some warm water or tea to help it go down if the texture is hard. But be consistent. Do this every morning for at least 7 days. Most people won't notice a huge shift after the first day, but by day 3, 4, or 5, they often start noticing subtle changes. A little less stiffness, a little more flexibility, a smoother transition out of bed. One man, 71 years old, a retired carpenter, told me he hadn't climbed stairs without gripping the handrail in almost 8 years. On day 5 of trying this pineapple habit, he said his knees felt unlocked. Was it a miracle cure? No, but it gave his body what it needed to help heal and move again. You can try this too. No blender needed, no pills, just fruit and consistency. Safety note. Who should be careful now? Bromelain is natural, but like anything powerful, it's not for everyone. If you're on blood thinners, bromelain may enhance their effects, so check with your doctor first. If you suffer from acid reflux, ulcers, or digestive issues, pineapple core might irritate your stomach lining. Again, best to ask your physician. And please, always use fresh pineapple, not the syrupy canned version. Canned pineapple often contains added sugar, which can actually worsen inflammation. This isn't about eating sugar, it's about using food as medicine, carefully and correctly. Closing thought. Your body is still listening. At the end of the day, our bodies are incredibly wise. Even after 60, 70, even 80, the body still responds. It still wants to heal. It still listens to what you feed it and how you treat it. So if your legs feel heavy, if your knees are holding you back from living fully, walking, gardening, dancing, traveling, you don't have to give up. You just need the right signals, the right fuel. And sometimes that starts with the most unexpected things, like a slice of pineapple core in the morning. So tomorrow, give it a try. And do it the next day, and the day after that. Track how you feel. Tune into your body, because even small shifts, done consistently, can lead to powerful changes over time. And if this helped you, or you think it might help someone you care about, hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the Inner Health Way for more science-backed tips that help you feel stronger, move better, and live longer, naturally. We're here for the long run. Let's take care of those knees, together.